You're on thin ice, dude.
She is on thin ice.
Space Cop, you on thin ice with this department.
Turner, you are on thin ice.
You're treading on thin ice.
I'm already on thin ice.
I'm on thin ice around here.
You are on thin ice as it is, Miss Dumas.
You know, you're sitting on thin ice.
You are on thin ice.
Can we get the manufacturers?
We were already on thin ice.
You're walking around here on thin ice, and I'm carrying a flamethrower.
Treading on thin ice, taking my sister to this prom.
I'm on thin ice over there as it is.
And maybe I am skating on thin ice, but greatness never came easy, and you...
Your granddaddy's skating on thin ice.
I don't care what this Hoositch from Pathé says. You're skating on thin ice with me.
You're on thin ice, Sam.
You're forgetting I'm on thin ice.
Be careful, you already skating on thin ice.
We were just having a blast making this track out of a loop, which became walking on thin ice.
You're skating on thin ice, boy.
You are walking on thin ice here, my friend.
You are on thin ice.
We're already on thin ice with the feds.
Look, you already know I'm skating on thin ice with Rob, right?
Look, you're on thin ice, Mo. You are skating on thin ice, pal.
You're on thin ice, buddy.